MSU TV is on the air, bringing you the best student-produced educational, entertaining, and informative programming. Broadcasting out of Breckenridge Hall on the campus of Morehead State University, MSU TV is signing on.
Today on NewsCenter, we'll take a look at Gamma Phi Beta's first Gammies video contest, find out about Morehead's 4th Annual Arts and Eats Festival, and learn about Career Services' biannual Resume Blitz. All this and more, now on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Samuel Perkins.
And I'm Leanne Zaproni. This is your news for September 25th, 2014. Last Friday, rumors surfaced at Rowan County High School that a shooting was going to take place that day. Administrators spoke with students and conducted searches of backpacks after one student told them they had overheard 3 male students talking about someone bringing a gun to school. Teachers and school officers closely monitored the school and students and finally deemed that the school was safe. Classes continued as normal that day. Dr. Ray Ginter told the Morehead News that you can never be too careful when dealing with these types of situations. Several parents removed their kids from school even after safety was declared. Authorities believe that the threat stemmed from social media rumors. No one was hurt, and the threat was considered nothing more than a hoax.
The Cave Run Symphony Orchestra kicked off their second season this past Sunday. The Trailblazer was there.
For this particular concert, we are just going to have an afternoon rehearsal followed right by a concert. So that puts a little added pressure on the musicians and I guess myself as well. It's a very exciting, sometimes nerve-wracking experience having to go into an orchestra and work with a group of musicians that you haven't met before. And so, you know, the first opening minutes of the rehearsal is always a little anxious and exciting as we learn to figure one another out and get to know one another through music. But I love it. I think it's awesome. I love meeting new people, and what better way to do that than through music. You know, when I'm working with my orchestra or my student orchestras back at home, you know, we can spend up to months preparing for a concert. I've worked with many festival orchestras and many other professional orchestras where we have just a few rehearsals and get ready for a performance. In a more community orchestra setting, it's actually an opportunity for the people in that community to get involved themselves, to participate as musicians, to participate as volunteers. And so I think that's a whole nother level of authentic engagement that people in the community get to experience.
Career Services hosted their biannual Resume Blitz, and NewsCenter reporter Tia Johnson was there.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming. We are here. We have our Resume Blitz going on today. We have employers who are volunteering their time to look over student resumes and help students improve their resume. Yeah, we help with everything involved in the career decision-making process. We offer personality and interest inventories to help students choose a major. We help them gain internships to get experience while they're a student, and then get their resumes, prepare for interviews, really anything they're going to be using to market themselves to a potential employer or to a graduate school. We are in a 2-story brick house right across from Baird Music Hall, right on University Boulevard. There's a big sign in the front yard that says Career Center.
Morehead's 4th Annual Arts and Eats Festival took place this past weekend. Trailblazer reporters were there to check out all the festivities.
Festival was started about 4 years ago. We're in our 4th year. It was a fundraiser for what started as Round County Christmas, and it was to do arts and crafts and music and food and make it a fundraiser without it feeling like a fundraiser. We have local businesses participating, we have service organizations, volunteer groups, and what they do is they either sell food or they sell arts and crafts. And if you're an arts and crafts vendor, you pay a fee to have a booth. If you're a food vendor, let's say you sell hot dogs. If you sell 1,000 hot dogs, you get $500 back for your organization and $500 toward the charity. Also, the carousel. We have a carousel this year. We've added a few more games. This year we have 3 charities that we're supporting. It's, nonprofits. The Round County Art Center, Doves of Gateway, which is the domestic violence shelter, and the Downtown Moorhead Incorporated. And at the end of the day, however many tickets we sell, as you know, half is going to some of the food vendors, and some choose to donate all of their proceeds. And so however much money we raise, we split it between the 3 charities. So this is going to be a significant fundraiser for all of us. Well, for the Art Center, next month is October, of course, is Halloween. We will be doing another fundraiser, which is called Dining with the Dead. It's a dinner theater, and basically what you do is you'll meet here at the Art Center, you'll go up to the old cemetery behind Reed Hall, and the actors will be standing in the cemetery and they are talking about the people that are buried there. So you're going to hear a little bit of history, a little bit of mischief, and just having a good old time. And then you come back here and you'll have a meal. And if you're still up for some more fun, JD Reader will be leading I don't want to call it a ghost walk, but it's going to be more of a unusual, odd, suspicious, creepy of Moorhead.
We'll be right back after a break for a look at weather with Chad Hedrick and NewsCenter Notices featuring Caroline Clay.
Claypool Young Art Gallery, located in the center of campus, offers a wide variety of art pieces from various contemporary artists in America. Exhibitions rotate approximately once a month and also host art pieces created by Moorhead State University students, allowing art majors to experience the learning process of showcasing their art. Claypool Young Art Gallery. Come on over today and be inspired by aspiring MSU artists.
And welcome back to NewsCenter. Real quick, we're going to take a look at those record temperatures right now. A high of 93 degrees was set back in 2007. Nowhere near that right now. We're about 77, 78 area. And the record low was 35, and that was set back in 1965. Nowhere near that now. Kind of feels like that in the studio, though. We're about average with our temperatures at 75 degrees. Taking a look at those current temperatures across the entire Commonwealth, pretty much the same, upper 70s, low 80s. Bowling Green, that's our hot spot right now with 81 degrees. Going east on 64, we see 77 in Ashland, 79 in Lexington, 77 in that capital city of Frankfort. Louisville, you are at 80 degrees. Covington, north of I-75, you're at 75. As you travel south into Somerset, you're at 79. Current radar, courtesy of WKYT, has not a cloud in the sky. A little bit, some in Pike County and Pikeville area, but nothing that's producing rain. And this is actually going to stay like this for a while. I'll have a look at how long that's going to be coming up a little bit later. But we do have that 24-hour planner. Right now, we're still in those 70s, the mid-70s. We'll drop into the upper 60s for the 8 o'clock hour. Late tonight, we'll start dipping a little bit more into the 60s. And we've got noon, we'll have 70 degrees, and we'll rebound to 79 at 5 p.m. I'll have a more in-depth look in a little bit, but first let's head over to the news desk for News Center Notices.
Hi, welcome to News Center Notices. Joining me today is Caroline Clay. Hi, Caroline. How are you doing today?
I'm fabulous, Lisa. How are you?
Good. So tell me a little bit about your show, What's Up?
What's up? It's so much fun. I hope everybody's seen it. I've been involved with What's Up now, actually since the beginning when it first started, which was last year, I'd say, yeah, about a year ago. And our producer, Chad Hedrick, who actually just did the weather, he came to me, and I've known him, we've grown up together, so it's been a long time. And he came to me and he said, hey, I want to have a show based on The View. You know, I want to have like a talk show with kids because it's really good, I think, for students at school to hear other students' opinions, you know, and to get a sense for that. So would you mind being on the show? And I was like, totally, because I have opinions about things and I like to talk. So Chad came to me and he said, these other two people are going to be with us, and they were Shelby Steele and Austin Burke. And the four of us just sit on there and do crazy things and talk about news stories, you know, kind of like you guys, and it's just a good old time.
So what's your favorite part about being on the show?
Oh gosh, my favorite part about What's Up is probably when we bring people on, like guests. We had Dean Kett on last year. We had Steve Middleton as like a guest, our professor Steve Middleton as like a guest host, I guess, for a while. I like when we bring extra people on, and we're trying to get some kind of famous people on. It's kind of hush hush. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but you have to watch. Just keep watching. Everybody keep watching.
So do the topics, do they range from like worldly topics, or is it mostly about everything here at Moorhead?
They range from local all the way to international. We talk about everything from Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber, which are some of my least favorite topics to talk about, to, oh gosh, I don't even know, some of the school threats we've been having recently with, I know you guys talked about the Rowan County threat and then the Greenup County ones that happened last year. And then we talk about a lot of politics, a lot of international and national politics, stuff like that. But in a way that people can understand, not in some crazy bombastic language like, you know, they do on the political channels.
So when does the show air?
The show airs, well, we film on Mondays. If you ever want to come watch us film, it's open. We film on Mondays between 3:30 and 6, and then the show goes on Tuesdays at 5:30 on Channel 85. I'm sorry, it's actually at 5 o'clock now. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's at 5. Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Caroline.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after the break with an extended look at weather and Andrew McCann with Eagle Athletics.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
It kind of makes you wanna...
Breaking the song?
Yup. I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest. I love when eagles play.
I love the campus!
And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity. I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies. Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Moorhead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in your room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
And welcome back to News Center. Currently in Moorhead, we've got current conditions of 78 degrees, sunshine, winds are coming out of the east-northeast at 4 miles an hour. Nothing too bad, beautiful fall evening. Again, we're going to take a quick look at that 24-hour planner. 8 o'clock tonight, we'll have those 67 degrees. We'll cool down into this low 50s for 7 a.m. and for the morning rush hour. Around lunchtime, we'll be about to 70 again, starting to warm up, and it's 79 for this time tomorrow. And for 8 o'clock tomorrow night, we'll be back into the low 70s with the good skies. Be perfect for, a little fire on the patio with the family. Those current conditions statewide right now, Ashland 77, Moorhead, you're right around in the low 80s, upper 70s, just depends on where you are in town. 79 right in central Kentucky, and as we move further west, Louisville, you're in at 80 degrees, Somerset 79, Bowling Green still that hot spot with 81 degrees. First Alert Defender radar, courtesy of WKYT, dry as can be right now. Pikeville, you've got a little bit of cloud coverage around, and Hazard, you do too, but there's no rain with it, so perfect evening to go to the park, ride your bikes, do whatever, and have some fun before it starts, because that rain is coming, and before we know it, winter's even going to be here, I know. Taking a look at the national radar, we've got in Texas, we've got a little bit of rain, nothing to a hurricane potential, nothing like that, just some onshore storms coming on. Round in Washington, New Jersey, and New York, there is a low pressure system that has been working its way north up the coast. Thankfully, that had nothing to do or affect our region, mainly because of a high pressure system that's right over top of the state that's been keeping us dry for the last couple of days. But it's about to give out to these storms in California, which are slowly going to be pushing their way east and will be here before we know it. Tonight we'll have a few clouds, low of 57. That sun's going to start going down around 7:26, and then partly cloudy for your Friday with a high of 82. That sun's going to be coming back at 7:30 early morning. Taking a look at your first forecast, 82 degrees again for tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, 84 for Saturday and 83 for Sunday. Beautiful weekend to be out with the family, do some tailgates at local games. Monday, though, that's when that rain comes back with a 70% chance of those soggy conditions, and the temperature is going to start to dip. Tuesday, 78, we've got the clouds around, but it'll be a little bit drier. And then 80 on Wednesday, more spring-like, and 84, we're going to have the sun on Thursday looking good. So, guys, we're still in the spring-like transition, I guess, for fall, but I think it's going to give away soon, and before we know it, we'll be building snowmen.
Oh, great. I am looking forward to this warm weather this week, though, that's for sure.
Farmer's Almanac showing lots of snow potentially this winter.
I'm enjoying the warmness while it lasts.
Yeah. Well, we're going to head over to Eagle Athletics right now. Take it away, Andrew.
Your home for the Moorhead State Eagles, this is NewsCenter Sports.
Your Moorhead State's women's soccer team suffered their second loss of the season Sunday to Wright State with a score of 1-0. The Raiders were able to score a goal at 2 minutes into the second half, and the Eagles never could respond. Although having 6 corner kick opportunities, the Eagles end its non-conference schedule at 5-2-3. The Eagles will begin their 10-match conference slate Friday at Belmont. The match is set to begin at 5 p.m. in Nashville. Moorhead State sophomores Andrea LeBlanc and Haley Wild led the women's tennis team to the title at Northern Kentucky Invitational. The pair went on to sweep the competition, defeating the teams from NKU and Dayton on their way to the title this past weekend. The team collected a total of 8 victories at the event, with Ayaka Terayashi, LeBlanc, and Maria Orinala collecting singles wins. Moorhead State returns to action October 3rd to the 5th at the Hokie Fall Invitational at Virginia Tech. The Moorhead State football team won its conference opener game in Pioneer League play for the first time since 2008, defeating the Davidson Wildcats 40-32. The Wildcats took an early 18-7 lead, but behind senior running back Reese Makashar's 129 yards rushing, the Eagles were able to come back for the 40-32 win. Sophomore quarterback Austin Gehafer threw for 276 yards while adding another 75 on the ground. Gehafer currently leads the conference in yards per contest. Junior Justin Greer led the defense with 7 tackles and 2 pass breakups. Freshman cornerback Braylon Cook also grabbed his first career interception. The Eagles will enjoy their win this week with a bye before taking on PFL foe Campbell October 4th at 1 p.m. for MSU's homecoming game. And now for NewsCenter's famous sports trivia. What former Morehead State Eagle quarterback won a Super Bowl with the New York Giants? The A, Phil Simms, B, Mike Gottfried, C, David Cottle, or D, Brian Yost?
I'm going to go with C for Chad.
I have no idea what the answer could possibly be, so I'm going to say Q. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure it's A for Phil Simms.
It is A for Phil Simms. He was the MVP
job,
of Super Bowl 21, leading the Giants over the Broncos 39-20. We'll be back after the break.
That's cheating.
Addison, why are you dressed up like that?
Because you're in a dream, John.
How can you prove that?
Your body's still there.
What?
Wake up and smell the coffee. Java City.
And print. Oh, yeah.
Gamma Phi Beta hosted its first Gammies event last night. The Gammies gave students campus-wide the chance to create and enter short videos into a contest. The theme was superheroes.
The Gammies was actually started by a chapter in Canada, and we found the idea from our magazine that we get every month. And we just took their idea of the Gammies, that's the name that they used, and kind of put our own spin on it. We just wanted to be a stronger voice on campus as far as philanthropy goes, and not just about raising money, but actually getting the motto of our philanthropy, which is building strong girls, out there to the public so they could be as passionate about it as we could. This is our first year doing the Gammies, so we wanted to do something that incorporated literal strength, so we could go more abstract in the future and make sure that people knew what our philanthropy was about. I thought we had way more than expected to people to turn out. I was happy that we had not enough seats for everybody to sit down, so next year we'll probably get a lot more to come and we'll get a bigger room definitely.
The best overall winner of the short film contest was an entry by CVM students from Dr. Ann Andaloro's media criticism class.
The Student Programming Board hosted an open mic night last week. The Trailblazers stopped in to enjoy the music.
Well, my name is Boone Goldsmith. We here at SVB, we have a thing called Up All Night, and it's our late night programming name. If you know, what have you. But the Up All Night show is has different themes. And the first theme, we wanted a show by the students for the students. So we decided to go with the open mic theme. And that was the best way we knew how to do the first promo. And we thought it was a great success keeping kids here. We have over 100 kids here.
When we walk hand in hand down the aisle to get married, they will talk, understand, and rejoice.
What we try to do is we just try to provide an alternative for students that just don't kind of want to go out and just have a good time.
The Student Programming Board hosted Pajama Bingo on Tuesday night. NewsCenter's Marky Owens was there.
Every month we have a bingo party, and every month is a different theme. And since my name is Paula Jo, I wrote PJ's Bingo on the paper to sign up for this month, and our boss just assumed that it was pajamas, so we went with it and kept that. Every month the prizes vary for bingo. This month I'm giving away Moorhead apparel and Moorhead gear because next week is homecoming, so to gear up for homecoming we thought we'd keep it Moorhead spirit. Bingo is a great relaxing activity. At the end of every month everyone gets a little bit stressed out because there's usually a lot due and a lot going on. So bingo is a great way to kick back and win some prizes, and it doesn't require a lot of thought preparation. You just gotta show up and eat and play some bingo. Almost all SPB events are free, and we also not only let you play for free, but we provide you with food. This month it's a taco bar, which is like nachos and beef, and it's really yummy. I don't think that pajama bingo has been done before. There are some themes that we repeat, like in October it's always usually Halloween-ish themed, November is a holiday theme, but pajama bingo is a new one.
Many students go home on the weekends. NewsCenter asked students what should be done to change that.
Personally, I think they could extend the hours of ADUC because the ADUC's not originally open on the weekends, and I think people will want to go eat, hang out, or do what they want to do over at ADUC, or another center out on the campus so people just go over there and chill and maybe play some pool or just hang out, Maybe a painting center for people like artsy people or anything else like that.
They could extend the rec hours and have more food options at ADUC or alumni. Maybe extend the rec center. They could put maybe more basketball courts or more weightlifting equipment.
Add something for the girls. I mean, you've got the rec and it's all about the boys, and the girls feel kind of weird playing basketball because they take all the courts and they have nothing to do.
We could amp up the involvement in intramural activities, and I know we've got a lot of intramural sports here, but we could get more, and we could advertise them better and get more involvement in them, and then have activities involving them over the weekends. I haven't heard much about intramural ultimate frisbee, and I know it's an awesome game. It's really fun to play, and there's no certain skill level that you have to play it. Like anyone can jump in, so I think it'd be a great game.
This Saturday, the Blue and Gold Marching Band Championship will be held on campus at Janes Stadium. 20 high school bands from across Kentucky will participate in the preliminary competition at 9:15 a.m. Each band will be evaluated in one of 5 classifications, which is divided accordingly to school size. For the final competition, the highest scoring band will be awarded the MSU Blue and Gold Grand Champion Award. The MSU band will precede the final competition award ceremony at 8:45 p.m. This year's production will feature music from the motion picture Batman.
Well, coming up is the homecoming events, right? We've got the homecoming parade kicking off on Thursday, October 2nd. And what I'm mostly excited about is all the extended hours that the bookstore is going to be offering during this event, because I know I'm always frustrated when I can't get to the bookstore in time because I'm always busy during the day.
I'm really excited for homecoming because as an all-girl cheerleader, this is the only football game during the year that I get to cheer. So it's always really fun to do that.
Yeah, so check all that stuff out and make sure to watch NewsCenter online at msutv.net.
Or follow us on Twitter at MSU_NewsCenter.
On behalf of Chad Hedrick with weather, Andrew McCann with sports, and the rest of the NewsCenter team, I'm Samuel Perkins.
And I'm Leanne Zaproni. Have a great evening.